Welcome to Sonic the Podcast. In each episode, we discuss a different Sonic game, rank all its levels from worst to best, and talk about what we love and what we hate. On this episode, we are talking about Sonic Chaos from 1993. Okay, my friend, what do you think of this game then? What do you think of this simple little game?
Sonic Chaos. It's absolute chaos.
Is it? Not really. It's not very chaotic at all. If anything, it could do with a bit more.
It's such a weird one. I remember it having so much more going on. When I first played it, I was
same.
I remember being blown away by it. I thought, God, this is so cool.
Oh, I wasn't blown away by it.
No, I got really excited by it. I played it first.
Which one did you play? Game Gear or Master System?
I played Game Gear on OpenEMU emulator. I've never played it on the fucking Game Gear, obviously. But maybe you have.
No.
I played it on Game Gear because I didn't know about Master System, which the biggest plus of that is it's got a bigger... What's the word again? Remind me?
Resolution?
I didn't know that the Master System had a bigger resolution. I didn't know. So I started Game Gear.
Because you're an idiot.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
absolute idiot. Yeah.
Why not?
Obviously, that's the main difference between the Master System and the game.
No, but I mean, I didn't even know that there was... I assumed it was the same game, different console. But I don't know. I enjoyed the music more because
there are key differences.
Higher quality. Yeah, there's a couple of big ones. Can you name any off the top of your head?
I can. So some of the soundtracks are different. The BGMs are different. I actually think the Game Gear version's got better.
I agree.
Music generally.
I completely agree.
And there's. Oh, I thought you were saying the Master System one is better.
No.
You think Game Gear's better?
No. Yeah, Game Gear's better.
And Mecha Green Hill.
For one reason mainly.
Yeah, there's one really good track in that.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually the ones that the equivalent. It's Gigopolis, isn't it?
Gigalopolis.
No. It's Gigopolis.
No. It's Gigalopolis.
It's a classic debate throughout history of all Sonic games.
It says Gigalopolis, and in Game Gear it says Gigapolis, and now officially on the wiki it says Gigalopolis.
Oh, I actually thought it was the other way around.
Say Gigalopolis.
Okay,
I also thought it was Gigapolis, and it sounds better. I think.
On my list that I'm looking at that I wrote in front of me, I've written Gigapolis.
Classic.
So I'll change it to Gigalopolis.
Well,
what a stupid mouthful. Gigalopolis.
No. Just say Gigalopolis. Because polis is the city part.
Yeah, but it's not. That's not how you pronounce
Gigolo.
it. Gigolo
city
zone. It's full of prossies. Prostitute zone. New zone for Sonic and Tails to run through. It's Gigalopolis. It's not Gigalopolis.
Actually, you say Gigalopolis zone if you're doing the Japanese version. As it says on the wiki.
Absolutely riddled with male prostitutes. Who's the boss of that? Would he count as who's he count as a
Yeah, he's a giant dildo.
No, 100%. That fucking walking butt plug.
String of anal beads.
He's
exactly
it's perfect. That couldn't fit better.
Bead worm. He's called Bead Worm. Or Dangerous Ball Tower, which also fits. Wow.
So perfect. Gigolo zone.
Gigalopolis.
He looks like he's probably the closest any boss resembles to a fucking massive sex toy.
Yeah. They're one letter
He's
off.
just exited someone's rectum and is after you.
Gonna fight him. Ridiculous.
By hitting his little belly.
They're one letter off because Gigolo's with an O and this is Gigalo, not Gigolo. But I mean, come on.
It's a really odd name.
It's very close.
Anyway, what were we saying about the tune for that? It's like the tune for Prostitute City is better in Prostitute City. Is better in Game Gear.
I agree. It's much better.
And then another major system is Mecha Green Hill Zone has a different background color.
Yeah,
which completely does actually change the vibe quite a lot, I think.
Yeah, true. And then there's like some of the like Turquoise Hill, Sleeping Egg have sort of simpler songs.
Yes, and some of the game mechanics.
Weirdly, the player select. I'll just show you because I mean, there's no other chance to play this. Player select is I think it's sadder in the Master System. One of them. This is the Game Gear one. Not yet. It's the same both ways. There you go. Nice and happy here. Oh. And then this is the Master System. It's really weird. It's the same, and then bear with. Ready? It's just a bit like.
That
It's a
is
bit
weird.
fucked.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
Subtle changes
It
in the
must have
way.
been
Maybe
hard
it's something to do with
the key or something. The key change.
Yeah, maybe it's something to do with the audio
know.
output.
Don't you like how the?
How
I'm
the
just looking at
fuck
it.
did you notice that? It's just sitting there listening to the player select feed. Were you really indecisive
I
as
just
to who to
couldn't
play?
choose if I was to play Sonic or Tails.
Tails looks
no,
so
I think I
cute.
saw it on a YouTube comment. It's nice playing as Tails, isn't it?
He's so
I never do
cute.
that with the Game Gear games.
He this is his
obviously you just want to be Sonic.
first Game Gear outing. First handheld.
You can't play as him in Sonic 2.
No, you can't.
No.
He's in it, but you can't play as him.
I misremember. Yes, of course you got to save him.
Yeah. There was yes, he's just trapped hopelessly.
Yeah,
Whereas
and then
you
he dies.
yes, yeah. If you
In the
don't
sky.
save him,
Yeah.
you don't get the emeralds. No, in this, if you play as Sonic, you can you can enter the special stages and get the emeralds. If you play as Tails, you can't. Obviously.
You've got a lot of moves in this game, don't you?
Well, you can
It's
play.
impressive.
You can fly as Tails as well, which is really cool.
For a Game Gear Master System, but for an 8-bit game, you can do a super peel out. You can do it's called a strike dash. You can do a spin dash. It's very.
Do you think he handles well?
Actually, I'd say he handles all right. The levels don't let.
I mean
themselves that
Sonic.
well to it, but he does. Yeah, Sonic.
Yeah, I think he. I was
Tails
trying
is
to
a
work
bit
out.
fucked,
I was trying to
but
work out
he's alright.
if he does. I think he does. It's definitely a much more enjoyable experience on Master System. It's quite because of the screen crunch. It is a fucking nightmare.
I found the Master System sort of ran a bit worse. Did you have that? I don't know.
A little bit, yeah.
Because I played a bit of Game Gear,
But it was
as well
hard to
in
tell
this-
if
in
that
this
was
remake, in
the
this
emulation or not.
time. I know, but I don't think it is. I don't know. It was just
Some of the special
But how is
stages,
this
in
laggy?
particular, focus on. Oh my god, mate! Focus on horrific. Focus on platforming. It's just an ugly burp. You would have looked like such a fuck when you did that. Butters guy.
I just leaned back.
Let rip.
Stuck my chin out.
Fuck. You just derailed me again, like you always do, and you fucking throw a burp at me. The special stages are important for platforming.
Yes.
And I found that pretty painful. Actually,
I
one
agree.
of them in particular was just a hell show.
Two of them are shit. The second one and the long one were both a bitch to jump through. They're really hard. Because of how tight the jumps is. I don't know, but a lot of that's the screen crunch fucking you up. But don't know. Anyway, yeah.
I generally enjoyed my experience playing on the Master System.
Yeah,
I
found it easy to play because have you done both?
I've done both.
Sonic and
I played Tails on
Okay, good,
Game
same.
Gear, and I played Sonic on the Master System. I got all the emeralds on the Master
interesting.
System, so I didn't do the
Yes.
special stages in the game because I couldn't be fucked.
No, there's no need. No, but also you can't as Tails in the game. In game.
Oh yeah, of course you can't actually. You can't even access the special
Only
stages,
Sonic
can
do
you?
it. No, not at all. Exactly.
And it's very gimmick. I found that what I'd forgotten about this game, which I then remembered, was how like rings focused it is compared to other. They really lent into rings.
It's all about finding rings.
It's literally because it has. I don't think any. I can't think of another Sonic game that does this. Where if you, I don't know. I can't think of any other Sonic game that does this. When you get 100 rings. That's how you enter a special stage. And then when you complete the special stage, the level ends. You don't return to the level and then
really
finish the level. The level just ends, which basically means the objective is either get to the end or collect 100 rings, which I don't think any game ever does again.
But it's quite good how much that changes because gets to the end it's all.
I think for this game it's
quick.
It was immediate. I think you could literally finish most levels within 10 seconds.
Yeah. They're like 30 seconds.
Okay,
they're
fine.
all,
10's
they're
probably
all about
hyperbolic.
25 to 30 seconds long.
But it does just become about finding rings, which is
nice. It changes the
it's
gameplay.
nearly
It makes it more
fun.
exploratory.
It's nearly fun.
Nearly, but not quite.
But it's just not.
It's quite rewarding when you figure out, like in Gigapolis, like you see the whole top part of the level for the whole thing. You can't get to it until the end. Then you're like,
then you go back. Yeah.
I like the exploring stuff, but again, I don't know. As I'm sure you're about to say, there's kind of only so much fun you can actually.
Yeah, it gets really quite tiring, and I don't know. They've just hidden the rings are generally hidden in like slightly frustrating place. It's just not. It gets tiring. Yeah, it stops becoming fun. And some of because of the way Sonic moves and the sort of design of the levels, I don't know. loses its charm quite quickly. But I guess for what it is, which is just it's a very, very, very simple game. The only challenge it has in it is the ring collecting mechanic. That's it. And then the special stages add a kind of gimmick challenge. If you just play it, you can literally finish it maybe in 10 minutes if you really, really went for it. Yeah, maybe I'm being too harsh on it. Like it I don't know. I just found the ring collecting not that fun, and it kind of just isn't that fun. And you know why it is? Because a lot of the rings they're not scattered around the level. They're in bulks, so you just find bulks of rings.
Yeah, which makes it. I don't know. I slogged around like. I think sleep and egg for fucking ages trying to find all the rings, because there's actually like about 105 maybe. There's not many.
No, I gave up on sleeping egg.
Which is a bit of a pain.
Actually, I just thought, fuck it, I can't be arsed. It's because it's the level design is not good enough to. I think maybe that's what the problem is. The level design is not good enough to warrant the time you have to spend to get around finding the rings. So it just stops becoming an enjoyable process. Also, the other thing, I found Sonic's and Tails' hitbox to actually collect the rings is minute.
Yes, tiny.
Which in a game like this could really benefit from being a bit more generous.
As well.
Yeah,
like,
well, on the tilting,
put them on the ground floor, on the ground.
Well, a good example of that.
So you have to jump up to it. It's like,
on the tilting bridges, where if you stop, they're in Prostitute City and
Mecha Green Hill.
Yeah. If you stop running, you fall, which is actually quite. It's a fight. I
like that.
The gimmick's fine if you're speed running, but it's annoying because they then position the rings so that you have to jump. And because Sonic's hitbox is so specific, you can basically jump into a line of rings and literally only get one ring, despite there being 10 in a close line. True. And that's just really annoying. It's just bad design for it. Or maybe a ring magnet would have been a good power up to have.
Yeah. That would have helped. Still,
so yeah,
I enjoy the rocket shoes. They're fun.
Yeah, they're all right.
Actually, are they? Because you use them for about 10 seconds, and they would be a fucking giant skip. They could have easily kept them as just the special stages, because that's the only time you actually need them. Ready?
So weird.
I quite like it.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's quite fun.
It's got a kind of simple charm to it that I can't help but like and kind of respect.
That's what carries a lot in this game. Is it's got just a sort of slight charm, but it's just so weird. I just, it was the biggest thing that struck me was how I really did not remember the game being like this. I just remember. I don't
know what experience you had of it.
I don't know, but I remember thinking, this is so cool. I love this. This is fascinating. This is so interesting.
There are some quite interesting levels that we'll talk about.
There are, but like, there's just not much actually there. I don't know. I thought it was bigger.
There's very little there. It's a very stripped back game, and as you said, you can finish it very quickly.
A huge focus is the special stages, like a massive focus.
Yes, if you're playing with Sonic, and then
cool.
The other mechanic that the game has is springs, and like hiding springs in the ground.
Yeah, it's the thing that they're everywhere.
Yeah,
I mean, look at them. I mean, like if you look at the box art, he's got one of them.
Yes, the industrial grade bouncy spring. Yeah, it is. Yeah. That is the big one. But they're integrated into the level design. It's kind of how you move up, is you have to run along the ground and hit hidden springs, which is like fine. It's just fine.
What do you think of his sprite? Because he looks fucking weird.
He looks like a man.
He does.
He's too. I think he's too.
He's got little quills.
He's too
a bit stubby.
Yeah, he's almost
like a thumb.
He's not right. Something's like absolutely not right. I can't really work out. I think his legs are too long, and his spikes are too short.
Yeah.
He looks like
he's got attitude.
He looks like a bad 3D render somehow.
Yeah.
He's something is just not right, basically.
He sort of looks he sort of looks like a little brat.
I think his legs are too long. But he looks mean.
Yeah,
he doesn't look happy. He looks kind of angry because his like brows are pointing down, and he's always got this sort of sass. He's very sassy.
Focus. Yeah, it's really weird. Here we go.
Yeah,
he's just fucking weird.
He is. His proportions are just not.
Looks like you go like.
They're just not right somehow. Yeah. But it's hard to know what is wrong. I think his feet are too big, maybe. He's got like really big.
No, his spikes are not emphasized enough. He looks too round.
But his feet are. If you look at his shoes, they're huge.
Yeah, but they're always quite. Yeah, actually, that's true. But his feet, I don't know, they're always quite big. But it takes away from his. Like, he doesn't really look fast.
He actually doesn't feel very fast either.
No, but he's not in this game.
No, but it's a handheld.
He looks like the Labyrinth sprite.
A little bit.
I think.
Yeah, he is very round. Actually, look at him. And when he wobbles
yes,
on the
he does.
When he wobbles on the rocket, or what did you call them? The speed shoes?
Rocket shoes.
The rocket shoes. Yeah, which
I like
is,
that.
That's so weird.
It's
I
fun
like
how
it, but he looks quite strange.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah, he's odd in this. He's odd.
He's a weird bloke in this.
He's not like. Yeah, I'm not like vibing with him that much.
You compare him to his Secret Rings presentation.
Yeah, it's.
Who would know that he'd grow to be such a? I do like that. Like they recently confirmed. I was listening to someone talk about this as I was making dinner today. They recently confirmed you know how the whole shit about classic Sonic was Sonic from another dimension or some shit.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
he's young Sonic.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
which is really cool. They fixed that.
That is cool.
But that means that he's grown and learned.
Which makes sense. That's perfect.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it makes more sense.
What values he shows in this game, I don't know.
Not many.
He's basically just a sassy bitch with big feet.
But like a quiet one without any kind of.
Then him and Tails don't interact. All we see him doing is chasing Eggman at the start and chasing him at the end. That's it.
Yeah, he just looks like he's on a mission.
And then
it's his determined attitude that's there.
Yeah, that's
it.
Pretty much all that comes through.
He's locked in.
And then like he kind of is freaking out inside an emerald during the credits.
It's so weird.
It's really odd.
It's bizarre.
Yeah, he's still Sonic, obviously, but he is just. His sprite's missing.
His charm.
Yeah, his sprite is definitely
in
missing
his sprites, which the classic ones can do.
They can.
I think the Sonic 2 8-bit sprite was much better.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely much better. I also find that like we talked about this in Labyrinth as well, but I find the speed rating that you get at the end of each level really funny. The fact that he could be going at 850 kilometers an hour is just like, wow.
It's really weird.
How is that?
It implies that he's traveling like huge distances.
These areas are absolutely massive. Like absolutely massive.
What was it, like 846 kilometers per hour or something?
Yeah, it would have to be just incomprehensibly huge. I don't know why they even bothered. It doesn't even make it look cool. It's just stupid.
I have a brilliant calculation.
Okay.
This is really cool.
All
okay,
right, go on.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay, so I figured out. I asked chat. So distance equals speed times time. Yeah. So we're going to figure out how long a Sonic Chaos level is. Yeah. Okay. In distance. given that speed. So say he finishes the level at 849 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
In 30 seconds, which is what it normally is.
Yeah.
First, we need to convert the time from seconds to hours, since there are 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. So 30 over 3600 equals 0.00833 hours. So using the formula distance. 849 times 0.00833 is 7.07 kilometers. So he actually only travels about 7 kilometers per level, which actually makes sense if you think about it. You can kind of quantify that.
So you've actually made it make sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so weird.
So it's actually not that unreasonable.
No. So he's going insanely fast, but like only for 30 seconds. So he's actually only traveling 7 kilometers.
Okay, so they're just really big structures, which I guess they would be. And you're just seeing, like, okay, it kind of still doesn't make sense because of you should then be seeing Sonic should be much smaller. Yeah. Yeah. But like in terms of the scale of it.
The scale, it makes sense.
Interesting.
Fascinating.
Wow, that is fascinating.
Yeah. I was surprised.
Right, well, you've kind of I'll like go back on my comment. I mean, it's still kind of dumb, but still.
It's so stupid. And it's meant to mean you're meant to get from that like the sort of time taken to finish the level. But I don't know how you're meant to.
I guess it's a way of them being like, yeah, okay, even though that felt really slow because it's on a tiny screen and he's moving, so he's actually going like nearly as 1,000 miles an hour. Did you reach the fastest speed that he can do? 999
in this game.
No,
I got 995.
Wow.
And then
is that for like how when he passes the is it like across the whole level, or is it just when he passes the finishing sign?
I think they get it from just the time you took to finish the level.
Ah, okay.
So like I finished the second act Gigapolis in 27 seconds, and that was 995. So like, I think it's just that.
Because you were just so desperate to get to that anal bead.
To get to the king of anal beads.
To get to that, massive gigolo. Gigolo king at the end. Maybe Eggman is King Gigolo.
Master Gigolo, yeah.
And the only other comment I have before we start is that it kind of just rips off Sonic 2 8-bit, this game. Like
how so?
Well, it has lots of kind of overlaps with it in terms of like some of the types of levels. Yeah, it is, I guess. And then the Master, but no issues I have with the Master Robots coming back.
Love those guys.
It's great to see some more like
I want to see them all
badniks
in like a fucking giant army return.
Oh yeah,
you can picture it in like sort of IDW. The Return of the Master Robot, it'd be amazing. You can, and they're some of them are kind of similar, especially the fat bird. It has overtures of Master Hiyoko. Fat bird.
They've got such funny names.
Do you mean the A Killer Turkey Goo?
No, I mean, I didn't figure out. I didn't find his name. What is the penguin called?
He hasn't got a name. He's the only one who's lacking a Japanese like translation name.
He's so funny.
His only name known is the Sphero-bot boss. It's in the one that shits out.
Yeah.
In Aqua Planet.
Yeah.
I like him. He's full of character.
I love him.
Yeah, same.
He's fucking goat. Yeah, it's good to see those guys back.
It is good to see.
I like it's nice to not have just Eggman bosses. In the 8-bit. This is cool. Yes, it is. I agree.
It's like an 8-bit exclusive.
It is really cool. And if people don't know what we're talking about, it's the bosses at the end of the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 8-bit. This game, Sonic Chaos and Sonic Triple Trouble, right? Is that I'm right in saying that, right? Yeah. Are all they're not Eggman bosses. They are like super badniks. They're like modified, larger, harder to kill badniks of different types called the Master Robots, which is just really cool. And you're right, they're only in the 8-bit series, and I do love that. Probably my favorite thing about the 8-bit games. Yeah, it's a
great feature. It was his first like series of sort of it was his first
specialized robots. You could say they're precursors to the E series.
I was about to say 100%, and then came the E series. Yeah, definitely.
They're very imaginative. Some of them are really funny.
Some of them are fucking stupid.
Well, you can hear us talk about. You can hear us talk about them in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 8-bit.
Our second episode.
Yeah, where I think we discussed like cock's eyes for all of them.
What?
Well, we should do that for these guys as well. Some of them are packing, some of them are not.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I'm thinking Great Bane, Motor of Gold. Maybe not got a lot of hung.
But no, I was gonna say like surely Laser Walker. It's just got fuck all going on.
Do you mean Hopping Egg Vulcan?
Sorry, I mean Killer Turkey Goo. He just looks like a little bitch.
No, but that's not. He won't even have anything. That is an Eggman robot.
No. Weirdly, that counts.
That's not a. That's not a Master Robot.
It officially is. Obviously,
the boss of Electric Egg. You're saying is a Master Robot.
Yeah, apparently. Look it up. I don't like that it is because it shouldn't be. It's a fucking like turret.
So I'm sorry, Eggman's in it.
I know, but it is.
No, that's wrong then.
Well, they say it is.
It's,
on the wiki,
mate,
so
no, it's just
take it up.
It's wrong. No, the wiki doesn't have to be right. Okay.
No, Sonic Retro also says it.
They're wrong then. We need someone.
It's the sixth and final Master Robot of Sonic Chaos.
No.
Yeah, he's driving it, but like it's not still a thing.
I think the definition of a Master Robot is. It's a badnik shaped like an animal, and it's not controlled by Eggman. Like he's not in it, maneuvering it. This thing is a walker. It's like the Egg Walker.
Yeah.
Fuck that, mate. No, fuck that.
I would love to agree with you.
You can't.
All the sources say it's not that.
But they don't have to be right. There's issue. Think of the people who edit these things. They're not the be all and end all.
No. In the manual for Sonic Chaos, it is a Master Robot.
Okay, well, there's issues with Chaos Emerald numbers throughout this game.
As is the Crystal Egg Zone boss from Sonic 2,
which
is a machine.
I'm sorry.
No, so they'll just put them in.
Fuck it. They're wrong. They're just wrong. Yeah, thank you.
It's not. Anyway.
Such a niche boss.
I didn't know you'd be so passionate about
it's important. It's important. He doesn't have a cock.
No, he hasn't got a cock. I'd love to see. I reckon like tree crawlers is just sort of polite, you know.
You mean Kamado MAX?
Yeah, I mean Kamado MAX. Actually, Max surely is a capital MAX.
The tree
surely
is
he's packing a
the
big
tree is his dick.
one. A log.
He has got an arboreal penis.
Yeah,
Okay,
bouncy bosses.
let's not talk about the bosses.
He's
now.
got two. It looks like. Fuck.
Who's bouncy boss? What's
What's
that? That's not even in this.
Hopping egg.
No, again, I don't.
Hopping
That
smeg,
I'm not sure.
smeg Vulcan.
I'm not sure that's a master robot. That's got.
Oh, fuck off! It is. He's not in it. Yes,
Yeah,
it's got his.
What is that? There's
it has
no
his
animal.
face. Oh my god! It's not a fucking animal. It could be anything. Yes, he has his face on it.
I only like them.
Why
if
would
they,
the third one not be a master?
I
robot?
only like them if they're not. If they like look like an animal, you know.
Well, you can knock him down in your ranking. Anyway, let's get to them.
Let's tell us the story of Sonic Chaos.
So, not much story here, but it's a classic one. But as always, it has a couple of quite fun details. So
I mean, there's nothing going on. No, it's so basic.
okay, ready? So, on South Island, Dr. Eggman steals one of the 6 Chaos Emeralds from the North Cave, causing the other 5 to scatter and the island to begin sinking. Sonic and Tails set out to recover the emeralds and stop him. Having travelled across the island, they encounter Eggman in his base, the Electric Egg. If Sonic has not gathered all 5 emeralds, Eggman will flee once beaten. If he has, Eggman will drop the 6th emerald. It can be assumed that South Island is saved once they're obtained. The piece is restored. But, I mean, once he drops it, you pick it up, that's it. The game ends.
Game's over, yeah. Roll the
So,
weird
who
credits with
knows,
Sonic trapped inside an emerald.
Could be some
Where the
weird metaphor.
fuck is the North Cave?
Well, we can get to that when we do the quiz, because I'll have a question about it, and then I can explain it to you.
Okay, fine. How exciting.
Have you not heard about the North Cave?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, no idea what that is. Cool. Okay, so pretty basic. Well, let's go straight into the quiz then.
Yeah, go on. Okay. What's your first question? I love my first question. What's yours?
Okay, mine is, what is Suno?
You always do the fucking ones about like ridiculous badness.
Tusuno.
Wait, say it again.
What is a Tusuno?
To snore.
Yeah.
No idea. I mean, I'm sure. Surely it's a bad name.
It is. Which one?
To snore.
There's only Sneven. Seven. It's got a really funny name in the English, but that's its Japanese name.
I don't know the.
Should I tell you what it translates into? And it might help.
Oh, is it the Veg-o-Bot?
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, he. When I saw him, I fell in love.
Same.
Sleeping Egg. No, he's only in Sleeping Egg.
Who is this angel?
Yeah, he's only in Sleeping Egg. Yeah, he has the same energy as
Knuckles.
Hunter. The Hunter.
Yes,
in Sonic 3D Blast.
Why does he have that? He does,
I don't
but
know.
why?
He's got that same like cute, undefinable quality.
I love him. I think there's something fascinating about him.
Agreed. He's only in Sleeping Egg, which itself is fascinating because it's a dream.
Oh yeah. We can get into that. But it's
he's a dream, and he's the only one.
Amazing.
That Snow means horn.
Yeah.
Horny.
No,
he should be in Gigopolis.
It's actually that's where he belongs. It's actually Tsuno. Not to snow. You fucking idiot. Why can't you read? It says TSUNO.
I pronounced that.
Not to snow. Who is to snore? To snore. Ridiculous. Yes. That's why it took me so long to be like, who
of course, if I pronounced it in fucking Japanese, you would get it immediately.
Tsuno. He's the guy from Sleeping Egg.
He's beautiful. Yeah,
I love him. I'll talk more about him when I get Sleeping Egg because I just adore him. Okay, my one is when Sonic jumps, he does a spin jump. When he rolls, he does a super spin dash. When Tails flies, what does he do?
Oh God, it's got a name.
It's got such a weird.
It begins with H. It's like, doesn't it?
No,
I thought it was like
fucking weird name.
I thought it was like,
it's just funny.
I thought it was like Hitaya or something like that.
No. It's in English. It's definitely a translation, but like
it will be a translation of this then.
Why have you seen the Japanese ones?
Because I was looking on this really good site actually called the Sonic Green Hills. I think it's called Green Hills Zone.
GHZ.
Yeah,
linked from the wiki.
Yes, linked from the wiki, and it's so good. It's like a Sonic museum. Wait, what's it called? Green Hill what?
I see what you mean. It's called GHZ. That will have the Japanese stuff translations, whereas I use the wiki, which has I guess the sort of like English translations of it. I don't know.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what I was looking at. I think this is it. Maybe this is it actually. I literally just read it and thought it was. I assumed immediately it was the Japanese word because it's so weird. The Helitail.
Helitail. Yeah,
the Helitail.
I mean, that's what it says in there, but on the wiki it's called Airman Tail, as in like a surname. AIRMAN, Airman Tails. It's just so stupid.
It's so weird.
Written down, it looks really funny.
Airman Tails.
Airman Tails.
I do remember. I remember skimming over that and just being like, "Sorry, what the fuck?" Yeah, I think it's Japanese. Its official name is Helitail. I think
Helitail, mate, is so much better.
Yeah, than Airman Tails.
Airman Tail. I don't know. It stood out. I thought,
what's a rutabaga?
It's a vegetable, I think, isn't it?
Rutabaga.
Yeah,
it's a root vegetable. It's
It's like a turnip.
It's a turnip. It is a turnip. Yeah.
It's a cross between a turnip and a cabbage.
So
that's what the
Veg-o-Bot. That's what is a pointy-headed turnip bot. Yeah, that's why it's called Veg-o-Bot. I see.
Tasty. Yeah.
Right.
They have a weird thing with veg.
They do.
Veg-o-Fortress.
It was big in this. Yeah, it was big in this.
Fuck. Why is it called
in this era? I'm
looking forward to Spinball. That'll be fascinating.
I love that game.
Me too. Okay. What's your question 2?
What happens if you get the flicky on the sign that you go through when you finish the level?
I knew you'd ask me something like this. I did know, but I don't know off the top of my head.
Guess.
I don't know. You get like 10 rings.
No, you get nothing.
You get nothing.
Yeah, that's it. It's just nothing.
That's stupid. I got in quite a lot.
Flicky means no bonus at all. Ring is you get 10. Sonic is you get a 1-up. Tails and Tails as well. If the bonus plate lines backwards, you must spin it again. No, it's on Eggman as a default when you first see it.
Did you get it where you had to spin it again?
No.
I had that once. It was so weird.
Yeah,
it landed back. I was like, what?
I think that's just chance. Weird.
Yeah, it's just being fun.
Crazy.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, it says here your overall speed will be tallied apparently based on your completion time.
Yeah, exactly.
If the number lands on 3 of the same numbers in a row, you get a 1-up. Quite fun.
It's quite fun. Okay, so I've said this in the story. Where were the 6 emeralds stored? Apparently on the island. You didn't know, but
where is North Cave?
The North Cave. So the European Master System Manual is the only instance where this place is mentioned. Cool. And to quote, it says, it was Flicky the Bluebird who had the answer. And he says, the Chaos Emeralds are missing from the North Cave. It's fascinating. So this mysterious location called the North Cave is somewhere on South Island and is apparently where the 6 emeralds were stored at this time. It's really cool.
Wow.
All the North stuff is so interesting.
The North Cave is not mentioned in any Game Gear material, including the Japanese release. Its implied existence is only in the Western Master System version.
Yeah.
It also appears in a random spin-off Sonic the Comic series.
Classic. Do you remember North Island?
Yeah, of course.
Isn't it just the best thing ever?
Well, obviously, yeah. North Island from Fighters is absolutely amazing and fascinating and interesting. I just wish there was a bit more on it. Like what? Someone's obviously just made it up, but I guess it's an area of South Island, presumably.
What, North Cave? Yeah.
Yeah, an obscure area on South Island.
It's really cool.
Really cool.
There you go.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, and then your question 3.
So there are various overlaps with Sonic 2 8-bit, as discussed. Mm-hmm. Can you give me any specifics? Of specific things that appear in both games or link to both games.
Master robots.
You have to be more specific than that.
Oh fuck me!
Like gimmicks or names or levels or music or stuff like that.
A Green Hill Zone sort of thing.
Like what?
Well, so in Sonic 2 there was Green Hills Zone, and in this there's Mecha Green Hill Zone.
Yeah, can you be there's something more specific in the Mecha Green Hill level? There's something really specific that's also in Green Hills from Sonic 2.
Is it the like shell guys?
No, not in the actual level.
I don't know.
The music. It's a remix.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, which is the music of Open. What is it?
You can do anything. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do anything from Sonic 2.
Mecha Hiyoko's return.
Yes, good. The Hiyoko Master's chicks are back, which is really cool.
It's so good.
I like to think that the Mecha Hiyoko, the giant bird boss, this is Daddy, and that was Mum.
That's a great idea.
How cool is that?
Yeah. I wish I had a name. I wish his name though.
So cool.
I don't know. I mean,
I can give you two more if you're stuck.
Yeah, go on. I don't know.
Okay, the vacuum pipe gimmick from Scrambled Egg returns.
Fuck's sake. Yeah.
Where you have to control the flow of Sonic, which I hated in that game and I hated in this game. And then Aqua Lake and Aqua Planet, just like weirdly similar in names.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
that's all I've got.
Nice.
Well, I think that was interesting.
Yeah,
they are. Cool. They obviously just took that game and were like, let's just sort of build on it and do it slightly differently.
It is basically a sequel.
Yes, and then I suppose Triple Trouble is the last of the sort of handheld.
Yeah, because that was called. I think the other. No, I'm wrong. Never mind. I was going to say Sonic and Tails 2.
No, I think it was originally going to be called.
Was it going to be?
This game was going to be called Sonic and Tails, and I think it was called that.
It was. I'm right. It was
in the Japanese release. But in Western release, they decided not to do that and call it Sonic Chaos instead.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Your last question.
Last question. Which are the two zones that are not technically on South Island?
Sleeping Egg, great question, by the way. Like, really, really good question. I love that question.
Thanks.
Love that question. Sleeping Egg, and I guess... it's either... I mean, I would... okay, I'm going to go Aqua Planet.
Yeah.
Because it's in another dimension.
Exactly. It's a water planet in another dimension.
Which is nuts.
So cool. They have an interdimensional journey to get the emerald.
To get to Aqua Planet at some point. Yeah.
It's really cool.
Crazy. Via, because they do Mecha Green Hill. They go to Mecha Green Hill first. I like one of the manuals is written like a journal because it's written in the first person.
Oh, nice.
Isn't it? Sorry, as in the level descriptions that I read on the wiki are written as if Sonic is like writing them after he's completed the level.
Is it?
I can't remember which one. It's quite cool.
I'm finding it now.
Maybe it was on Sonic Retro.
Maybe. I don't know. I can't see it, but yeah, maybe. Nice. There
cool. Good questions. Yeah, it is. It's on. Sorry, I found it.
What does it say?
Okay. Yep. Maybe not. Okay. Well, I can't find it, but I swear I read like first-person accounts as if someone's literally been running it. But I really like the descriptions that are from the manuals. They're really cool. Yeah, they add a lot of like flavor to the level, and they tell you things like it's an interdimensional place, or that it's a dream world that doesn't actually exist.
It's actually a fantasy world created by. It's so weird.
Because you don't get any of that if you don't.
No, you don't. It's such a shame.
Crazy.
It's so cool. Okay, cool.
Let's go straight into ranking the levels.
Times.
I think. Yeah, let's rank the levels.
So the levels are there are 6, and they are Turquoise Hill Zone, Gigalopolis Zone, Sleeping Egg Zone, Mecha Green Hill Zone, Aqua Planet Zone, and Electric Egg Zone.
And there's, for anyone who can't remember, there are 3 acts per level. They're all extraordinarily short.
2 acts with
the third act being a boss zone.
Yeah,
where you fight a master robot.
5 special stages to get the 5 emeralds.
Yes,
and then you get the 6th one at the end. I've always got to look up before I play these games. How do you get the? Because every fucking one.
Every single one is different, and this one is particularly weird.
I know.
Bizarre. It would have been surely just like just a quick screen at the beginning of the game, just to be like, if you want to get the emeralds, do this. That's all it needs.
No, but that's so not their style.
It isn't, but you're literally lost if you don't do that. You have to read the manual, I guess, and it would be in the manual.
Yeah, which was much more of a thing back in 93.
It was. I just think it would have been such a like easy way of communicating something that's otherwise so oblique.
I do like the idea. I mean, it's just common sense, but it's because they didn't have the technical ability to fit a story in. So what came is a nice manual.
Yeah,
I'd love to hold a manual like that.
I know it would be lovely.
If I find one in like a CEX store or something,
that'd be amazing.
Yeah,
it's
nice.
Yeah, it's just such a difficult way of like, yeah. It's probably one of my least favorite ways of entering a special stage. This, I have to say,
I
just
agree.
collecting 100 rings in a level.
I agree.
Of all of the ways you enter them, that is, it's not. It would have been so much better to hide one thing and then find the one thing, and then you
I like
a
the
giant
hiding
ring.
one that was in Sonic 2-8-bit, which is hide
That
the
was
emerald,
great.
or you hide the ring and go find it.
Yeah,
I think that was the best situation.
Sadly,
which is why they finished it on
unbelievably hard in
Sonic 3
3.
Knuckles. Yeah, very hard.
I think they also toned that was one of the feedback. They decided that when they set out to make it, I read in the developers thing that they wanted to make it just way easier than Sonic 2. 8-bit.
Yeah, because it was hard.
It was hard, yeah, and they succeeded massively in that sense.
Very much so.
Okay, let's rank levels.
Okay. So
there's 6.
my number 6.
What's your 6?
Surely Electric Egg.
Yeah, same, easy,
Surely
no
good.
problem there.
Yeah.
Easy, an easy bottom place. So Electric Egg is the last level. Do you want to describe it a bit?
Well, I can give you the manual.
Go on then.
So this is the Japanese Game Gear because this has the most information. Is this one? We finally
This is
arrived
it. This is the first person thing.
Yeah, there you go.
It sounds like Sonic's writing it, right? We
Yeah,
finally arrived.
At times, but not really.
It's not consistent.
I think that might be the only instance. Anyway.
I think maybe it's more likely to be Tails, isn't it? Realistically,
Maybe, yeah. Anyway, we finally arrived at Eggman's electric base. However, it's not so easy to get out of here as the computers control everything. Don't give up until the end and do your best. The showdown with Eggman is coming. So there's really not. This is probably one of the single most forgettable zones ever.
it's so boring.
There's nothing in it. It's meant to be a computery sort of like motherboard.
It's kind of
cyber
cool.
kind of like base, but it just it's so unmemorable.
It's like, I guess it's like a circuit board, isn't it? That's what you're looking through, and then the pipes are like
I don't
wires
know,
on the
because it's
circuit.
pixelated. You can't really communicate that, so it just looks sort of like
It's
techie.
It's hard. The vacuum pipes. It's not hard. It's boring.
No, it's quick and easy.
It's really it's a really kind of miserable, just cyber-esque environment.
It's soulless. It's basically got a black background. Am I right?
No, it's got like sparkly.
I know. No, yeah.
I guess it's kind of when the platforms fall, they disintegrate into pixels. That's kind of a cool.
Oh, yeah. I guess I didn't notice.
That's kind of cool. It is. It's just he's basically like running through a motherboard. It's like the inside of a computer
with such little flair and sort of
it's somehow just really dull.
The pipes are all right.
I hate the pipe. That's my biggest issue with the whole game.
Really?
I cannot stand that mechanic. And
I don't mind
it's
them.
so annoying because it's just chance. You have to do it over and over and over again until you basically figure out what the route is, and then you have to, and especially if the screen is small, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, Game Gear is the worst.
It's horrific. It's just not an enjoyable zone, and all of the other zones have more interesting vibes than this, to be honest.
Yeah,
the inside of a computer is like running through a circuitry maze is not that interesting. And the lasers are also just like
I do like the laser button thing, how you run over the button and it turns the laser on.
Yeah, they're cool. It means you have to keep going.
It's just quite satisfying. It's quite nice. And then of course, I mean, like the highlight of this level, mate. You know who it is?
No.
Bomblin.
Oh, the bombs. Yeah,
He's so chill.
Yeah, I love those guys.
So
they are.
so chill.
They've got little eyes, don't they?
He's just such a chill guy.
Yeah, he's great. He's an icon.
He can do no wrong.
No,
so
he
they
is
actually
cool.
add a lot of charm.
They do. Yeah.
But I mean, you see him once or twice, and they just take you out.
It's just an obvious. Like when you look at all the other levels, it's just obviously this is going at the bottom.
I mean, I'm sure everyone does this. Before having played this again, I mixed up Scrambled Egg Zone from Sonic 2-8-bit, this, and then Atomic Destroyer from Triple Trouble, because they all seem just to blend into one.
Very
as the
similar
final
vibe.
level. Yeah, it's a shame it doesn't sort of stand out more.
It is I do like the idea behind it is kind of cool. Like run through a giant computer. That's chill for a game.
Yeah, but it's just done so kind of boringly.
No, it's not. It's just not that interesting, and it's a kind of slightly anticlimactic end as well.
Yeah, very. Hate the fight at the end, but we can get to that later.
Yeah, fuck the fight.
Yeah, that's kind of it. The tune's all right. What's the tune? Here it is.
It's horrible.
it's just standard stuff.
It's horrible. I'm sorry. It's not a nice song. There are much better ones than that.
Yeah, agreed. It's the weakest one.
And
it's the weakest one in the.
Possibly is. It just has
by music.
It just has. I don't know. As Eggman bases go, it's like
it's just soulless.
It is soulless.
There's no personality.
It's just a digital like boring.
Yeah.
And yeah, the one each level has a gimmick, and this gimmick is the vacuum pipes, and I just fucking hate them.
Yeah, it's dull.
All right. Well,
okay.
Here's my number 5. You ready?
Go on.
Turquoise Hill.
Oh, me too.
Is it? Wow.
Well.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This one is.
It's very possible we'll have the same.
We might.
Be a first.
I think the next 2 will be the ones where we wait.
Yeah. Agreed.
This is just so sweet. You know.
It's nice, isn't it?
That is literally it.
Yeah. It's nice and pleasant, but it's also slightly lacking in
anything.
Just sort of personality.
The only reason it is above Electric Egg is because it's just like nicer.
I agree.
The endless blue,
and I like the music.
I like the music. I sort of like the music. I like the description. Turquoise Hills has with endless blue skies and green meadows. Hidden springs. I like how it's probably like next door to Green Hill.
Yeah.
It's like I imagine it being like a suburb of Green Hill.
Yeah, and it's more coastal because rather than islands and cliffs in the backgrounds, there's distant islands and single little.
Yeah, it's kind of on the outskirts of it, isn't it?
Being closer. Yeah, it's nice. Hence turquoise. It's more blue. It's nice.
Palm trees look good.
I love the palm trees. I find I think I showed you. I saw a great picture of all the trees from classic Sonic.
Yeah,
where like each variant looks different, and it's nice.
That would be amazing.
That one's great. I just found it again. No, never mind. Yeah.
But wow, the levels are simple. I mean, this is the most
simple, quick,
basic.
Easy. It's over in seconds. It's not very memorable.
No.
It's just sort of like...
And the rocket shoes are kind of fun in this because you just blitz the whole level.
Yeah, they destroy it. I like the... Yeah, it's just another Green Hill clone. I like the... Yeah, honestly, the two favourite things of it. I like the trees level. And I love the bounce-o-bots.
Yeah, they're cool.
Who are... What are they called? Have they got another name? No, sorry, Boing-o-Bot.
Boing-o-Bot, yeah.
Bane Motoro, the little ones. And I like them. They are iconic, and they're very...
They are iconic.
Like 8-bit Sonic.
Are they half pipes? The sort of pipes you run... They're like the corkscrews that you run across.
Corkscrews, yeah.
They're kind of cool.
They're all right. And it's nice to see it in sort of semi-3D on one of the cover arts.
Yeah.
It's a treat. Apart from that, there's just not much else to say about it.
The most interesting part of it is like trying to imagine where it is in relation to Green Hill.
Yeah.
Which is like next to it, I think.
I say it every time. I just want to see South Island in 3D explored like Frontier. I just want to see
someone to make like an official map of where all these zones fit.
Oh, it'd be so satisfying.
Would be stunning.
It would be amazing.
It'd be so interesting. You could have such a cool encyclopedia about it. Put
context to everything. Oh, it'd be brilliant. Just do it. The music is as always with the 8-bit games, they're hard to appreciate the kind of composition to them because of the limited sound font. So this is the original, and there's a couple of remixes for these songs that I like, and I've always had, and I'll show you them to make you appreciate these songs more. This is the original one. Jazzy, I like it.
It's actually that's
good.
Way better than
good.
I remember.
This is the remix. I can't name who these are by. I forgot because I found them years ago. But this is it.
Go on.
It's really good. It's actually very good. This one.
It's very good.
It's really funky.
That's a banging tune.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah,
I know.
It's really good.
Nice.
Yeah, it which brings out what the actual melody behind
the
it,
vibrancy and the nice brightness of it,
which is pretty
is what
good.
the song captures, the level. But no, it's just a nice place. I'd love to go there. But I think the next 4 have much more character to them.
They do. They've got a lot more going on than this.
Yeah.
So what's above Turquoise Hill for you in 4th place?
In 4th place, I've got Mecha Green Hill Zone.
We have varied. I do not have Mecha Green Hill Zone.
Shame. One day.
Why have you put Mecha Green Hill Zone there then?
So this one and number 3 is I switched it back and forth a lot of times. And I'll explain why that one's just higher, because I think they're basically about as good as each other. Mecha Green Hill Zone is. Let me just get up the nice summary of it. Metallic palm trees drop coconut bombs as you pass underneath. This isn't it. No, this isn't the one. Sorry, that's the one on the other thing. Here it is. Manuals. Eggman has transformed Green Hill on South Island into a world of machines? ? When we rushed over, the flowers, trees, and soil were all machines. I won't forgive you, Eggman. You're right, it is from him. I take it back. This is what that is. I didn't know.
What do you mean it is from him?
As in it is the first person thing.
Yeah, it is.
I thought it was just in the last one. Yes,
it is. Yeah, I was right.
So all of Green Hill's been transformed into a mechanized thing, or I guess part of it, maybe. I don't know, because surely not the whole thing. It's like a bad future Green Hill. It's quite cool. It's a good song. I like the remix of "You Can Do Anything." It's a sort of dark remix of it, like because it's meant to go da na 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 na, but it does something really weird instead. It does this. It goes. Bear with. I love that bit. Here it comes. See, it's sort of like
that bit's cool.
It's the same, but minor and different.
And a bit more dissonant as well.
Yeah,
which reflects the nature.
It reflects the mechanized, exactly. It feels like it should be more of a big deal that Green Hill Zone is now mecha, but it's kind of like
it does.
Dear.
It's like, you've just fucked everyone's favorite zone. Is that why he's in Turquoise Hill instead of Green Hill? Is because Green Hill's become like a horrific mechanized, a la Metal Virus from IDW.
Oh yes, I wouldn't know, but
yeah. I explain that by justifying it by saying it's a small portion of it. He's like he's sort of just taken a small bit of it and changed it rather than the whole zone.
It must be just a little bit.
It is a big deal. Yeah, it's like one of those weird things which games like this would do, where it's just like a massive deal that's just completely overlooked.
Exactly, like the dimension or the fantasy. It just like, okay, we're just here.
Yeah, he's just ruined his own. Fine.
I like the trees. Another cool tree in a Sonic game. You know, it's good.
The mechanized trees are really cool.
The metal trunks, I like them.
Yeah,
and the background
the coconut
smoking
bombs.
Towers are really cool. I like them.
Yeah,
the background,
the sort of industrial.
Whatever is over there is intriguing, and I like to think that sort of the color that fills it is just like thick industrial mist, just why you can't see more of it.
Whether it's green or orange,
sort of like beigey yellow, orange.
The towers are cool, and they're kind of abstracted. I like the style where they fade into the smoke. It's cool.
Yes, agreed. Metal flowers are nice. Platform's good. There's sort of not much else to say about it. I like the slanted platforms, which are in Gigalopolis. They're cool too.
Yes, which you fall off if you don't continue running at a certain speed.
They're quite stylistic. I enjoy them. They add a bit of flair. I think if the game had more of that, it'd be a bit more kind of personality filled, charismatic. And the grey sludge is cool. It's barely there, but you can walk on it.
It is cool. I think that's only in Act 2.
Yeah, it is.
Where there's a water element, quote unquote, to a Green Hill zone, which is really cool. I think this game it should be noted it's the first to start the trend of like defacing and deforming Green Hill. Because Forces does it with
Lost Valley,
and then I'll try and think, but I'm pretty sure there's another game where Green Hill Zone gets fucked up in some way.
Well, if you find it, let me know.
Okay.
That's kind of all I have to say on it, but I like it. However, I think the other three are a bit more sort of full of just intrigue. This is just mechanized Green Hill Zone. That's what it is. Playing it's good though. I'd say it's designed very well.
Yeah.
It's a well-designed level. But yeah, no, that's fourth place. What's your fourth place?
My fourth place is Gigalopolis.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Have you like absolutely slammed that?
It's higher than that for me.
I feel like it's not. I'm just going back to what I said. In Generations, Green Hill is like fucked up by the Time Eater.
No, it's not.
It kind of is.
No, it's not.
It kind of is.
It's exactly the same.
No, but it's like unmade and then it's made.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's like white. It's not like the essence has changed.
No,
if
not
that's
really.
What all that build up for
that literally that is what I was getting at. Okay, it's not really a trend then. Mecha, which makes it even more of a like big deal that Mecha Green Hill's just chucked in at one point in Green Hill's history. It was just fucked in this one game. Sorry, I'll go back to justifying why Gigalopolis is in fourth place. It's nice.
I'm surprised you put that so low.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm just going to say it.
Okay, well that means you put it in first place. It's a futuristic city, ultra modern buildings, reminiscent of it's reminiscent of Starlight, which is cool.
Yeah.
Some of it's a construction site. I like the sort of the interesting piping that Sonic runs through and the neon city sparkling vibe. The other three levels are just more interesting than this, I think. I really rate Mecha Green Hill, I have to say. I think it's a much funner level. I think
we can get to that later.
I think Gigopolis is like, it's okay. It's cool. It's like it's interesting. It's a futuristic city.
Yeah.
I like the palette, the vibrancy of it. As a level, it's like again unbelievably basic. Unbelievably basic.
Yeah, it is.
It's just so simple.
It's just not a lot going on.
No. So I just, I'm taking anything I can get that increases the kind of level of intrigue these levels have, and the others just have, when you put it against like, I don't know, Green Hill turned mecha or a interdimensional oil rig or a like dream world with Eggman. Not fantasy. By the way, not in the order of what I've ranked them as.
No.
You like it just loses out. It is cool. It's much cooler than Turquoise Hill or Electric Egg, I think. Conceptually as being a neon future city with, and I do like the in the background the kind of, I want to say like the art style of it just being lines and shapes so that it's kind of geometric abstract is cool. But the level itself is just bland as fuck when you actually play it. It's like 20 seconds to get through, a couple of loop-the-loops, cool colours, and then it's over. I also found finding the rings in this level particularly boring, I have to say. I don't know why, but it was just really dull. They're just really inaccessible.
Interesting.
That's all I got on Gigopolis, apart from the cool name, which is like the vibe.
It is a vibe.
Eggman's Gigolo City.
Okay, interesting. I am much higher on it.
All right, so good. You can justify. I do like the pipes; they're cool. Which kind of have
cool.
where you walk through tunnels and they have windows in them, and so you can kind of see Sonic as you walk through the windows. The blue and orange pipes.
It's good shit.
Right.
Okay. What? Okay. So that was your 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My 3.
Third place
is Sleeping Egg Zone.
I've also put Sleeping Egg Zone in third place.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It can I just say this would be first place if it was actually a good level.
Yeah.
But it's a piece of shit level.
It?
It's a literal piece of shit.
In
fact, and if the concept wasn't so cool, it would be bottom.
Yeah, I agree. It is so let down.
The only reason it's here is because of the concept and like exactly. a bit of the vibe, but everything else is a piece of shit.
It is. Yeah, I agree. It is. So the manual says it is a mysterious island floating in the sky. It's actually a fantasy world created by Eggman. It's really strange that there are statues of Eggman here and there on the island. Be careful not to fall. So is it an island or is it a fantasy world? Is it an island in a fantasy world?
Like dream
does
world,
it look like one, but it's actually not? It's so it's such confusing wording.
I think it doesn't exist, and I think
guess it's in a dream world.
It's in a kind of dreams.
Which has been made by Eggman.
Yeah.
And takes place. So in the dream world is this floating island, I think.
Yeah.
Which is sleeping egg.
So it's almost like if you fall off it, you're falling out of his consciousness, which is cool. Yeah,
exactly.
Because it's like an ego trip, whereas all his
all it is sort of is like a mechanical framing, and then just hundreds and hundreds of cubes with either just purple and green colors or his shape embossed onto them.
Yeah,
which is just so weird.
If you've played Sonic Dream Team, this concept is a lot more familiar because it's very similar. There's a level in that's very similar to this in that sense. Where it's like it's kind of a collection of his thoughts made into a material zone.
Yeah, which is very cool.
Which is cool. Yeah, it is cool. And when you die in that game, you don't when you fall into a bottomless pit, you don't die. You just sort of rematerialize into which would make sense given the nature of the space, which I suppose is happening here as well.
Yeah, I guess. It seems like you could see it as a prototype for his cyberspace shit.
Yeah,
it was, for all the times, hundreds of times he's made a cyberspace. This is one of the first.
And the only other reason it's good is this.
Oh yeah, go on.
That's a great song.
Here's the remix, which only emphasizes how funky it is. Love it.
It's such a good little ditty.
It's so weird. Yeah. What is that?
I don't know. But it perfectly reflects the strange, like transcendental nature of the sea.
It's so cool that it looks sort of fake. It doesn't look. It looks like a glitch. It looks like a glitched out program.
It does.
It's become a level.
Yeah, I think it is particularly interesting because it's I think they designed it to try and make it look like an optical illusion as well. Oh, yeah, so all of the kind of camouflage patterns are meant to like throw you off, and then it almost looks like there's sort of construction work going on in
it has an industrial framework to it,
which is it's almost like he's building it.
It's quite cool. They're as a functional, they're a gameplay thing that they use so that you can see where you're going to land.
Yeah,
because if there's one, it implies there's a platform below it.
Yeah,
which is quite cool.
Yes, that is really cool.
Which combats the screen crunch.
Yes, it's almost like he's like it's like in construction. His like dream world is in construction, and that's the kind of framework that he's building it on. And then you've got obviously the king Veg-o-Bots flying around as well.
Veg-o-Bots are amazing. They don't attack. They do anything. They just go back and forth, and they look beautiful.
It says a lot about his subconscious that they are the inhabitants of it. they're just chilling.
Them and Froggers.
Yeah, Froggers. They're like not.
They're not as cool, but I still quite like them.
Nonsense, not as great.
They are sort of like little nonsense.
Yeah.
I like the green, the sort of whatever that bubbly green foliage is.
There's like a moss on all of the platforms.
That looks like it tastes really good.
Yeah, actually, it looks like it would be so horrible to put in your mouth.
It could be toxic.
Like really, like uncomfortably fluffy. You don't want to put fluffy.
Squishy.
Yeah, just not substantial enough to be good.
No, but like I don't know, it might have quite a nice crunch, like a crunchy. You bite into it, it goes.
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
I think you want it to look like that, to taste like that. And it just
Perhaps
doesn't.
not.
It is a cool zone,
so
but it's not fun to play realistically.
No, I had a real fucking pain trying to find the rings.
It's a bit of a nuisance.
It was a bit of a mess.
Yeah, and just to get through it, it's like if you get stuck headbutting platforms, it is a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, you got to go through like 10 of them before you get anywhere.
And it's a desperately repetitive level as well. It doesn't, other than the kind of optical illusions with Eggman all over them.
They could have done a bit more with it. It's like a palette for like a Knuckles Chaotix level, but they've just left it at one texture. You know, they could make that so
it's a very strong basis for a level, but they have done very little with it to flesh it out.
But what they've done, I really like.
Hence it's in third place. Yeah.
I don't like the fucking bottomless pits, but I mean, this gives it quite a cool excuse to have them.
It does. Like. Yeah. If for an 8-bit game of this like ambition, conceptually it's wild. It's absolutely wild.
Like Crystal Egg. It's got it's his.
Although Crystal Egg is just it actually does successfully like follow through on because it's a fun level as well. This is you got
a lot of it. You got Sleeping Egg, Electric Egg, Scrambled Egg, and Crystal Egg. You got a fuck ton of eggs. It's good.
I think a different company made this. They're called Aspect. I don't think they didn't make Sonic 8-bit, Sonic 2 8-bit. I think so. This was their first outing, I believe.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah. But as I said, they took influence as that, and obviously some of the naming of the levels played into it as well.
Yeah. That's all I've said.
Cool. Sleeping Egg. I do love that name. It's a really cool name because it implies so much.
Sleeping Eggman. It's his dreams.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Really it's so fucking weird. Surely his dreams would be a bit more complex than this. Maybe it's just him as a young man.
Well, it's in construction. That's how
he's just built. Oh, yeah. It's a metaphor for his incoming empire.
Yeah, his genius, his like infinite imagination.
Great ideas, but not much done yet.
No,
like it's all coming. Yeah.
All right, nice. That's third. So we're on to second place. What's your second place?
My second place.
Surely it's Gigapolis.
Is Aqua Planet Zone.
You put Gigapolis in first.
Yes, I did. What's your second place? No. Wait. Is it different to Aqua Planet?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll do Aqua Planet.
No, I think I should do my one first because we've already talked about it.
It's gonna be horrible.
No, just chill. It's fine. You're just thinking about the what prick? No, I'm gonna do mine. Shut up. Mecha Green Hill. I put in second place.
Yes. Let's see.
I'll just yeah, I love it. I'll just quickly.
I mean, about your first. Yeah, fine.
What you don't like Aqua Planet?
I love it, but it's not a winner.
It is a winner. It is a winner.
I look forward to you justify.
Okay,
go on. Add to my green.
Well, I haven't got much that we need. So there's not a huge amount, but I like the concept a lot more. I actually really, and this is the one level. I know. I can say the same with Aqua Planet. I just really like the textures and aesthetic of this level. I like there are little like wind spinny things that are powered by wind on the ground that look really cool. I like the way the metal panels look. I love the towers in the background. I love the metal trees. I think the color palette of the like browns and metals and greens, and in the Game Gear the orange with the smog, just works really well. And it's just got a bit more going for it than the other levels, I think. Just in terms of level design as well, it's more full. It felt like a better experience playing it, and I think that it needed to be rewarded for that. It's still got those isometric bridges that you can fall down. I like the little mechanized flowers; they're really cool.
Yeah,
and the badniks are obviously great too. Yeah, it just had the meaning of it, and obviously the oil sludge as well is a cool little feature that you don't even notice unless you properly explore.
Yeah, I missed it first time.
Yeah, same. It's just got a bit more going for it than the other levels in terms of like oomph, you know. And it's definitely a better experience to play than Sleeping Egg, so it has to be higher.
Yes, I agree.
No, I'm sorry. I think it is better than Gigapolis as a level.
We shall see.
Okay, so yeah, that's all I've got really. I enjoyed it. It's probably the level. Honestly, probably the level I enjoyed the most other than Aqua Planet.
I think I agree with that in playing it. I agree that it's got fantastic level design. Well, I don't know about fantastic, but in comparison to the rest of the levels, it has the best design. But I don't know. I found the concepts for the other stages just better. Like, meant I had to rank them higher.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. And I like how it's like I think it's because it kind of takes, it's like a better Turquoise Hill as a level. Like it takes the same kind of concept. It combines the concepts of Turquoise Hill and Gigapolis and just makes it into like a fully fledged better level with a cool theme.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I see what you mean.
So there you go.
Okay.
So you've put Aqua Planet in second place.
I have.
So what's that all about then?
I think this place is so cool.
Wait, sorry. Before we should, just because we talked about it at the beginning, we should compare. Oh no, that's it. Sorry, my mistake. That's in Gigapolis, isn't it? Where the background music is different for each one. Yeah. It would be. Yeah. I want to hear the comparison, but you can do that when you talk about it.
I will get to that.
All right, cool. Sorry. Keep going.
It's fucking awesome, this place.
Yeah,
I love
cool.
it. So
it's fifth level, right?
Yeah. So the description is a water planet in an alternate dimension. Strange creatures are roaming around. There's only one creature roaming around.
That weird.
Don't forget to take a breather after going underwater. So the creature in question are the return of the HEDGEHOGS. It's the only badnik in this level. It's just these like little freaks everywhere.
They're the baby birds of the boss of Sonic of Sky High Zone in Sonic 2.
There's a lot of implications here. It implies that this is their dimension.
Yeah, there is a lot. I think they've moved here.
There are clouds here, and they like clouds. I'll let you explore that because I'm sure you got more to say.
I haven't actually got more to say on that.
Oh, it sounds like you do.
It's just cool.
You sounded excited when I mentioned it.
I did because
Nick's clogged on.
I haven't. I just love them. I think they're so cool. I've already kind of given my theory away. I think they live with Mummy in which is now got destroyed in Sky High Zone. Yeah. And then this is the like. I think they operate
this is their progenitor.
Yeah, I think they operate like seahorses, where the dad gives birth and the mum like looks after. Is the kind of guardian one. So I think
it just means chick in Japanese.
Because the dad has them inside him, right? He births them.
Yeah.
So I think they were born here and then
as weaponry.
Yeah, and then if they're good, they go up and they join Mum in the sky in Sky High. Wow. Sadly, Sonic's wiped out the entire family now. So but I just love the continuity. It's so cool.
It's a fair theory,
and they look really funny as well. They're like little sort of sausages.
It's plausible.
With legs and a beak.
Yeah, they're very. I would love one on my desk.
They are. You know? Yeah. Absolutely. I'd like to just have one like walking around.
Yeah, just going.
But then it would attack you, maybe blow up as well.
And then you could just jump on it. And blow up. Isn't it interesting how the enemies here don't drop flickies?
It is interesting. Yeah, another game did that.
It's a seemingly kind of like pointless thing because there's no reason why they wouldn't. It just means that the story is not Eggman's enslaving. It means he's after the emeralds this time.
It means these badniks are they're sort of using a different power
completely
source.
Motorized.
They are much more basic, and even the Buzz Bomber variant, the Beaton, is like really slimmed down in terms of its designs. Yeah, he's using a kind of he's being more economical in his design.
Anyway, so Aqua Planet. I mean, the name Aqua Planet. It is you change dimension and you're in suddenly a water planet. So cool. With these really cool golden, really regal. What's the word? Just sort of rich looking tiles that look ancient and sort of like you'd find them in like an old, sort of like Aztec temple or something. It's so interesting. The stormy skies. This is by far the most interesting skybox in the whole game.
Absolutely.
You've got lots of layers of clouds going from purple to sort of greenish white, which is really cool. And then you've got these. What are the buildings?
They're oil rigs.
Sort of. Yeah. Oh, yes, they are. I remember. Yeah, oil rig sort of towers in the pink, which glow pink in the distance.
They're so cool. They're like crystalline oil rig structures in the endless sea, and they're bright pink. It's amazing.
Yeah. It's fascinating.
How could you not put this first? It's just
what I don't like in this level is a lot of. Is sadly playing it is the letdown.
You don't like the underwater,
specifically the water bit, which is atrocious.
You can't fall in.
you are so slow on
You just
the
can't
gates,
fall in.
which is a gimmick to push. Is like you push them open.
Yeah,
I like
you get blown. I like the idea, but I think it successfully counters that by having this skimming mechanic, which I thought was quite cool. Where if you jump on the surface of the water, you can bounce across the surface of the water.
I know, but it's only so long you can do that until you fall. I don't know.
I still think it's a cool way of like encouraging you to stay on top.
Yeah, and the upper pathway is there and better and nice, and it means that you get to enjoy this incredible tune. Or would you, or shall I let you play it?
No, you play. I'm gonna like flow on from you talking about it
because I have the most amazing remix of it. So I'm gonna show you the first one. This is my penultimate remix. It's not mine, there's the ones I have. I wish it was mine. This is their song, which is just so funky and fucking great. The two versions do differ, but it's more like a rearrangement rather than a remix. It's just kind of like reorganized. So I'll just play the Game Gear, which is here we go. Fucking great.
Epic. What a brilliant song. Best song of the game.
They're so good. Not very aquatic, but like really good.
But like it's funky.
Just and that funk is given place to shine in this remix, which I wish I knew who it was by because it's amazing. Here it is. How good is that?
It's amazing.
They're so good. I love it. The remixes mean you get to appreciate these songs.
Yeah,
it makes them. You can see the vision there. It's just unbelievable. Whoever that remix is made by, genius.
Get in touch.
Yeah, that's kind of all. But the reason it's not first is because I found playing it just not very fun.
Okay, that's fair enough. I understand
that
because
obviously
when
it's amazing
when you get stuck underwater, it's a total and utter pain. I'll just finish off, pause, because and then you can do prostitute zone. So I just think it's easily the best. The color palette, the fun, easy design,
purple,
the
gold,
the platforming design is epic. Yeah, the combination of gold, deep blue and like bright neon pink against the cloudy sky. It captures the interdimensionality aspect of it perfectly. I fucking love the badniks wandering around, i.e. the baby Hiyokos, the baby robot chicks. It's just them, which means they own this zone. Like no other badnik can thrive here. It's just them.
It is cool that this is just because
this is their vibe. It's kind of a mini. No one, like so few people would have thought about this because it's just so niche. But it's kind of a mini narrative in and of itself. The continuity between the Hiyoko species between that Sonic 2 and this game 8-bit is fascinating, and how that you kind of go to their whole world here and just take out the leader and then leave. I love the roll. It's hard to explain what they are. These blue rollers that are kind of within the tiles.
I know what you mean.
They're kind of pillars the other way around. No, they're blue. They're really cool. I don't mind the underwater sections. They're brief, you know. It's not like you're stuck under there for the whole day. And it is horrifically so. It gives you regular options to leave as well, which is nice. So you can quickly rejoin the upper route. Yeah, the pink oil rigs in the background. I would just encourage anyone to revisit the aesthetics of this level because it is a beautiful color palette combined with a superb tune and great enemies. You know that's everything. And the level, I think itself, because of the kind of layers of it. It just has more going for it than the other ones. I like the pushy door mechanic. I think it's cool. I can't think of other levels that do that, where you push a door underwater and then it takes you by the current. The skimming, as I mentioned, and then obviously there's the concept. Did you read the description?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's really cool.
A water planet in an
located in the dimension, submerged temple-like terrain. The planet's sky is covered in clouds and numerous structures from zero rigs. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's obviously, for me, it's just, that was obvious from the start. That's going to be the top. It's the most inventive. It's the most interesting design. I also love the brickwork. There's like purple bricks and mauve bricks in the background. It's kind of like it's giving a bit like Marble Zone, sort of Marble Zone crossed with Hydrocity vibe, with the kind of pillars and the ancient looking architecture. It's just the standout zone in this game for me.
Yeah, fair. I can see why.
So why have you put Gigalopolis, City of Gigolo?
Gigalopolis is at the top for me. I just think, I mean, you for all the reasons you pointed out. So it is an ultra modern futuristic city. So the description in the manual is Gigalopolis, a future city with ultra modern buildings, with the beautiful starry sky in the background. Sonic and Tails go berserk here too. What? Let's dash and cross the bridge that leans diagonally. It's so weird. It's so Japanese. It's like a sign that you read there that's been translated. I think it's so cool. You start and you've got these really cool futuristic skyscrapers in the background with lights. And you know me, I love a big sort of skyscraper at night, especially a Japanese one, with just lights in the background. It's so interesting. Like, what is this place? Who's here? What makes this so exciting for me is this song, which the Game Gear one, which just, I don't know, there's something
the Game Gear one's really good,
pleasant and comforting about it that gives it a kind of like, just 90s retro, like excited about what the future's gonna look like sort of vibe, and it captures it, and this is it. And then I'll play you a remix that makes it even better. This is the original. It's just so good.
It's a fantastic song.
It's a banger. And then this is the remix, which like brings out its vibe, which is beautiful. It's really nice. It's just really
it does
nice.
Capture the vibe very, very well, I have to say.
And then this is the Master System one, which I'm not as keen.
It's awful, you know.
I do quite like it, but like not. But It completely changes the vibe.
It's ugly.
I know Gigapolis with that song, and it gels with it so
It
nicely.
does. It's perfect.
Like Starlight Zone from Sonic 1. You just want to be there.
It's got mystical optimism, sort of futuristic vibe.
Yeah, exactly. But it's nighttime and it's cool.
Whereas the Master System one is just heavy.
It's just it sounds like a bustling city centre, which is not what it was. Was that's much more reserved and chill. I like how there's elements of like a sort of construction site, like Starlight Zone. That's why I love
it's
so
got
much.
the same vibe.
But blue and with these sort of nice aqua tiles. I love the tunnels. I bet those would look really cool inside. And they've got some sort of nice. It gives it just nice integration into the architecture. I love that. Good level design. I think it's good because it's more exploratory, which I like. And it makes you go up and down. You know, you go through tunnels and all the rings are up there. The bridges are great. I love them. They're cool. And then, I mean, that sky is gorgeous. You've got lovely stars at nighttime, glowing blue, and then in the far distance, there's just a couple of skyscrapers. I don't know. I love it. I think it's so cool. I like the metal O turtle. Who's based on Japanese rhinoceros beetles, which is quite cool. I like him. I just think it's such a beautiful place, and I'd love to see it in 3D or just. But I don't know. It would be so chill to be here. It seems like such a cool area. I like it a lot. It's a city. It's a city at night. What more can you want?
Yeah,
but also not a city at night. Sort of like, huh?
Like futuristic.
Futuristic, but like 90s futuristic, which is so different to what futuristic now would be, which is so good. It's such
it does have some very unique design features.
I really like
that are specific to the time. Yeah. All right. No, you've justified City of Giga,
and then of course Beadworm.
Yeah, which we can chat now.
Anal Bead the boss.
Anal Bead. Sonic introduces Anal Bead the boss. Boss Anal Bead.
That's it for the levels.
BAD.
Yeah, solid. It's a good top 2. So there are 6 bosses.
Well, let's go through them. Yeah, tell me about these boys.
So the 6 bosses are
go by level.
I'll give you I'll go level, English name, and then Japanese name.
Yeah, and then I will give a brief description of what they look like to remind someone who has obviously, like anyone, most people.
They sort of cover it.
They are not memorable. These
the English name kind of covers it. So you've got in Turquoise Hill, you've got the Ladybug boss, who is in Japanese. It is the Great Bane Motora Gold.
I just have no clue what that could be.
Like, it sounds like a spray paint.
It's so weird. Yeah, it's like it's like an industrial paint type. It's basically a giant version of one of the Boinga-bots. So it's a beetle with a spring on its head, and it does fuck all. It just crawls at you. That's it.
It's really dumb. Then you've got the Beadworm boss from Gigalopolis, also known as Dangerous Ball Tower. Who throws balls at you. He's like a sort of big caterpillar. There's quite a few like him, like a Wood Butter Andor from Triple Trouble.
And he is just a massive upright ball. Quite Mario.
He is. Then there's the bouncy boss robot or hopping egg Vulcan in Sleeping Egg Zone.
Looks like an Eggman spring,
much like the egg press from Sonic Advance.
Good
design. Then there's the tree crawler boss from Mecha Green Hill, also known as Kamado MAX.
Max in caps.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
It's like a koala that moves up and down a tree.
Chuck shit at you.
He's great.
Then you've got, I love him. Then
you've
got the
simple guy.
Simple guy, but confident. Yeah. Then you got the Sphero-bot boss who hasn't got a Japanese name, and he's in Aqua Planet.
He's a Hiyoko. He's like Hiyoko Daddy Hiyoko.
He's a round Hiyoko. It's a round Hiyoko, I guess.
Yeah.
Looking.
In my lore, he's Daddy Hiyoko.
Nice. And then the final boss is Laser Walker or Killer Turkey Goo in Electric Egg. Which is
piloted by Eggman. It's a walker, basically.
That's at the bottom for me. Number 6.
I put hopping egg Vulcan at the bottom. Yeah, because I hate that piece of shit.
I fucking hated Laser Walker. It was awful.
Not as much as I hated.
It's got like 20 hits. It takes ages.
Hopping egg Vulcan.
But hopping egg's just a piss take. You can just take him out.
The sleeping egg boss.
This one takes the piss.
I know, but
it takes 16 hits.
It does take a lot of hits, but at least it's a boss.
Bouncing things everywhere.
At least it's like you have to apply some strategy for it.
It's the same with this.
We didn't talk about it. It does this really annoying thing at the end where it turns into a stretched version of the Eggmobile, and then it's a one-hit kill, and you have to hit it in one go. And if it touches you, you're dead.
Yeah, it's brutal.
But
It's
if
not
you
nice.
hit it, the game's finished.
Yeah.
No, I put Hopping Egg Vulcan, the sleeping egg boss, the bouncy one, in last place, and then I put Killer Turkey Goo, the electric egg boss, after that.
Well, I've got Bouncy Boss in fifth place.
Okay, so yeah, both of the like more Eggman vibey ones are at the bottom for sure.
Yeah. I've then got Beadworm Boss and Anal Beadworm Boss.
Oh, I've got Great Bane Motor Gold Ladybug.
I've got Dangerous Ball Tag.
Because he's a joke. Like he's a vibe, but he's a fucking joke.
Which one?
The ladybug. You just spin dash him 5 times and he's gone.
Yeah, but he's so chill.
Yeah, he is chill, but he's
so
pointless. Beadworms,
chill.
Anal Bead's got threat.
He's fucking menacing.
Yeah, he's a big lad.
He's like chaos.
He's an interesting
not wanna be near
design,
that.
and you've got to apply a little bit of strategy when you defeat him as well.
Yeah, because you got to learn how he shoots them if
like
he goes
his,
up or
yeah,
down.
his mood.
Yeah.
I think he's cool and sinister. I rate him.
I suppose, but that's
He is
sort of
the
why
gigolo.
That's kind of what. Yeah. He
And like,
owns
just
the
think,
city.
just think about that. He is in the city.
He's the only one there.
Yeah.
Apart from the little rhinoceros boss.
There's
nobody else there.
He's
Fucking
also
menacing.
he's wearing I don't know if he's wearing a helmet or his skull cap is like exposed.
he's got a
and you
weird-
can see the metal
weird skull cap,
his metal
isn't he?
cranium which has
Yeah.
like circuits in it. But he's also got like aerials. He's wearing like a headset with aerials, which is presumably transmitting maybe just that music.
Yeah.
Maybe he's so mad because he's just
yeah,
listening to
you're right.
the Master System music, like
Maybe
like cripplingly loudly.
Yeah, in like horrible.
I like it. I like
distortion.
his balls spin and then he kind of chucks them at him. He definitely severely weakens himself every time he does that.
Yeah, he has a cool design.
I think it's great
He's
vibe.
fucking menacing.
And
He's
when
a big guy.
when you hit him, he like laughs. He kind
Yeah.
of rocks back and forth and laughs. He's cool. I like him a lot. He's my third place.
Okay, well I've got Great Bane Motor in third place.
All right, so we've literally doing in pairs and we're swapping.
Exactly.
So I number two is like
he's so chill. He's so chill.
who
He's so sturdy.
Who?
Great Bane.
great guy
Because he's on tracks. He's
Yeah,
got little pincers.
he's a fucking
got cute
unit.
little eyes and a spring and like a red shell. Again, I'd love him as a toy or
So
something. or a figure. He's great.
his dick is like pointing up. I think it's like his spring is his penis.
It's a bouncy one. Yeah.
So you can, like, jump
You
on
could
his dick.
literally bounce on his cock.
and Beadworm is like
I mean, he is a phallus.
he is just he's
He's a beaded phallus.
what he's packing like. He's kind of just all ball, no shaft.
Yeah, he hasn't got one.
He potentially doesn't have one. He's just ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the bouncy boss is just like so boring.
not keen on that.
He's
no.
got 2 little ones and they're shit.
Yeah. Whereas Kamado MAX.
Fucking Kamado's gonna have like.
Well, no, we've talked about it already. He's got.
Oh yes, of course. It is the trunk.
He's literally got. He's laying log.
He's riding his own log.
He's got.
It's so big he has to climb it.
Yeah, he's got a forest stick.
It's got leaves coming out.
He's planted it.
Insane.
Yeah, I love him.
He's second place for me.
Yeah, same. I put.
Yeah.
him.
Okay. Good.
Obviously,
at
the
the
king.
end,
Obviously, the
you're
king
like,
is
oh,
the first. I think
I put no thought into why he was first. I just knew he should be.
I put thought into it.
Actually, no, I did it. It's because it's a good boss fight.
Firstly, it's the only boss which has any substance other than the last
isn't
one
it?
and isn't shit.
It's actually got,
this
phases.
guy, when you look at him, is amazing. So
Which one?
the
Which one?
Kamado Max, the koala that runs up. He's in Mecha Green Hill.
Fucking awesome.
He's so cool. He's got a shell and a little yellow and black head with an eye, and he doesn't look at Sonic. He just moves up and down his tree and fires a range of projectiles at him out of his shell.
Yeah.
And that's it. And just goes up, down, up, down. He's so easy.
I love
so
his
chill.
arms. He's like a bug plus koala. He's great.
Yeah, and he's like an
Like a
armadillo
suit.
or a little woodlouse where his like
He's got 8
armored
legs.
shell opens up. Yes, he does have 8 legs.
Yeah, he's a pill bug. He's a tree hugging pill bug.
Yeah, his little armor
True.
opens up and he fires out a bullet, and then
I'm a big fan of the guy.
I love him. I think
he's seriously cool.
He's epic. Yeah.
The name Kamado Max is derived from the Japanese word kamadome, which means do not cut the trees. What the fuck? So he's doing exactly that.
Yeah,
that's really
guarding
weird.
the tree.
Yeah, and he's got 1 projector out of his back. Yeah, he's great.
He's really cool.
I almost think you shouldn't fight him. If I had a choice, I'd
I'd leave him.
He doesn't need to be.
I guess he's like kind of captaining the assault of Mecha Green Hill. I feel like he's not really.
He doesn't seem to be too authoritative.
I feel like he's kind of he's a settler. Like he's just part of the metal infrastructure. He's not really he's not like Beadworm has, or Dangerous Ball Tower has led the assault, whereas this guy he's kind of just there.
Exactly. The art for Chaos gives you a clearer image of him.
Does it?
You should find it. He looks great. The Master System art. He actually is looking at Sonic in that one. He's like, oh.
He's turned around.
The one that has the Beadworm coming towards him and the bouncy boss.
That's cool that they're all in that.
I know. There's three of them. It's great.
Yeah, he is looking at him. Yeah, he's like, I'm going to get you.
He looks good.
Yeah, he does look good.
He's so cool.
Beadworm is threatening as fuck with his
he's
square
got
eyes.
Dead eyes and like fangs. I know.
It's cool they included all this shit.
Spooky guy.
Shame Sphero-bot's not in it. He'd be
he's so elusive. Which brings us to him at number one.
Well, he's obviously number one. So first, it's a three-phase boss fight, like in Sonic 2.
Yeah.
He sends in his guys. He sends in the chicks. Like Sonic 2,
exactly.
Metal Hiyoko. You fight them, then he lands and does his shit.
Face. Yeah. That's what he says.
He presents his like rotund brilliance to us with his green pupils and blue beak, and he like. My favorite bit is he's piss easy when he's like he just jumps basically, and you just have to hit him. I love it when he's defeated, he stops, looks at you, like looks directly at the camera, then levitates up, gets to like three quarters at the top of the screen, then his top half detaches and he continues to rise off screen, i.e. he's still alive because you don't defeat that bit. That bit goes. So his brain remains as king of this dimension, and then sitting inside him is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 8 of the little chicks are all stuffed in his bottom orb, and they fire as missiles individually. And then you have to dodge them. And then when he lowers to rearm, then you hit the bottom of his legs and then he's finally dead. That's a great fight.
It's pretty insane.
It's a great fight. It incorporates all the badniks that you've seen before. It's like... it continues the fantastic lore of this species.
It's a very good fight, yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I love it. What's the boss theme? Just play it. It is fucking ridiculous. It's kind of iconic.
This one. Yeah. It's quite a System Shock.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Yeah, it's good, that.
It is.
I like that. Oh, and then it does a nice yeah. Oh, I thought it was gonna do a key change. Never mind. Yeah, it's cool. It's a good one. This is what it's quite Pokemon though.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like all the
The final boss is a horrible theme.
Oh god.
Oh dear. It's got a strong start.
Yeah, but that one is more Eggman, whereas the other ones do feel more like, I don't know, non-Eggman.
Kamikaze.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, bosses.
Very good. I mean, I think the only thing we haven't gone into detail, which we don't need, is the special stages. I mean, there's 5 of them.
There are 5 of them. So the first one, you're on, you land in the sky on rocket shoes, and you get on them, and you just go.
You just send it.
You just travel east and get rings until you get an emerald. What's the second one?
The second one is hang on, I've got them listed. A jump. It's a platforming challenge, and you get on one of the like springs which is kind of cool. Like if they bounce you high like a pogo stick, and then you can jump and go even higher, but you leave it.
It's sort of like a double jump. It's cool.
Yeah. So you just jump up a bunch of platforms, and the emeralds at the top. It's fine. Also, in like all the special stages have been. I kind of like the idea of each special stage is a different challenge. That conceptually is quite cool, and a nice variation on the like one concept, i.e. the half pipe or whatever. It gets harder every time. This time it's like different challenges in the same sort of vibey space, which is quite cool.
They're in cool environments. Whatever the texture of the grass is as in the like soil is really interesting.
It is
sort of like weird tiki diamond shit. The third one is a tube challenge.
But a really easy one.
Which is quite easy. And then the fourth one is a really long stretch of like hills, and you have to get repeated rocket shoes and time it sort of by luck where you land.
It's quite hard.
Hope you can do a jump.
Yeah.
And you have a minute to finish all of these. And I'd say this one you feel it the most. It's really hard in that one.
Yeah.
And then what's the fifth?
Well, the last one is a like much harder
Another
pipe challenge.
Yeah.
But the only thing that's notable about the pipe challenge is they're in a very interesting environment. They differ from the other three.
Yeah.
Where you're in rocket shoes or jumping, because you're in like a crystal cave.
Yeah. Purple crystals. It's cool.
Which is kind of Hidden Palace vibe. It
Yes.
is actually a really cool. I like the way it looks. But oh my god, it's not fun. That one in particular, it's got like blue bricks, crystal purple platforms, and grass. It's cool, really interesting vibe. But the last emerald is horrific. It's just because if you fuck up, you have to watch Sonic uncontrollably go through a like intricate series of concentric pipes and then wait for him to come
springs.
back.
Ding ding ding.
Yeah,
ding,
and the only way to get the emerald, you have to like time a perfect jump over a spring as you fire out of a pipe, and if you miss it, you go straight back in. And then
it's a bit fucking
20 seconds of just watching him go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, it's really painful design.
Yeah, I know. It is.
So I didn't rate that one really, but it, like conceptually, it's cool as an idea for special stages.
Yeah, I agree.
In their pocket dimension.
Yeah, it's I like it. The tunes, I think one of the tunes is quite good. Which one goes like dun 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 dun? Is this one? Yeah, this. I like this. It's like weird space.
Yeah,
there.
it's all right.
It's quite fun.
It's kooky.
Yeah, but I mean, apart from that, they're cool in their originality.
They add a much needed challenge, but they're often not. Some of them aren't
not enough going on.
Aren't that welcome, to be honest.
Yeah, agreed.
So yeah, and I feel in some ways it's cool that they're in distinctive environments, like different environments, but in other ways it's like somehow they don't feel very special stage-y.
Yeah.
They feel like mini levels,
confused mini levels, because they're not weird enough or kooky enough to be special stages. It's just a sky and grass.
Exactly. It just feels like an extension of some of the existing levels rather than its own like pocket dimension. So that kind of bothers me a bit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is why they're a bit forgettable. You're like, oh, what's the special stage in Sonic Chaos? You just can't picture it, but it's basically like Sonic blasting across a grassy area or in pipes.
It's weird.
Which is weird. And yeah, there's that weird thing with there's only 5, and then Eggman just drops the last one. Bizarre.
Yeah. If you get all the emeralds, he runs away and then drops the last.
And if you don't, Sonic just falls flat on his face, and Eggman goes.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah. I think Tails always gets the good ending.
Yeah, he does, which is nice. I could have done with like a little final cutscene, maybe, or just
something.
Maybe him leaving, or South Island coming out to sea,
just something.
Because apparently it's sinking, which is quite weird. Yeah. I think that's sort of it.
Yeah, that's it. I've got nothing else to say. I'm done.
I've covered all of it. I think. Yeah.
Let's rank it in comparison to the other games.
Okay. So each.
Go on, you list the categories.
Each is out of 10, total 60. We're going off concept, gameplay, entertainment, location, soundtrack, and art style.
I think we should only, just to be like streamline it, I think we should just compare it to other handheld games.
I agree.
So that's just our ratings, I mean. So that's Sonic 2, Sonic Advance. Let's compare it to that.
And Superstars.
And I guess, all right, fine, let's do that. Fine.
It's like 2D.
Superstars and Labyrinth, I'll compare it
Labyrinth
to. The rest I won't.
Yes.
So, well, I'll do that at the end. Let's give the scores for now.
Concept. A sequel of Sonic 2, a more gimmicky version, but I just sort of like fine. Nothing too exciting or new.
It introduces Tails as a playable character. That has to be awarded.
Yes, I suppose.
But it doesn't take. It doesn't. It's a step down.
Only an 8-bit.
It's a step down after Sonic 2, isn't it?
I think it is. Yeah. Which it's not how I remember it. It's so weird. But yeah. Yeah.
We gave Labyrinth a 6.
Did we? But to be fair, that is quite a cool concept.
I think it's lower than. I'd give it a 5 for concept.
I was going to say I think 5's about right.
It's absolutely bang average. It does nothing new apart from bringing Tails, but even that is like
that's not new. It was done in Sonic 2 16-bit.
Exactly.
It's just not new.
Yeah.
It was like about time.
Gameplay.
It's quite easy to play. I'm happy to do it. Kind of. I played it basically 2.5 times while practicing for this, and it was fun. So it's not bad. It's just not particularly like.
We gave Sonic 2 a 6.
I think a 6 for this is fair as well.
Yeah, I think 6.
Yeah,
I was going to say 6.
Plays the same. Entertainment.
I mean, it's quick and easy. The ring thing's not that fun. I'd probably
it's not that fun
I'd probably say
maybe
a
5.
4 or 5. Labyrinth got 5.
I'd say 5 because I enjoy the levels.
All right, yeah, I'll go for 5. 5's cool. Let's go 5.
Locations. Just to remind: Turquoise Hill, Gigalopolis, Sleeping Egg, Mecha Green Hill Zone, Aqua Planet, Electric Egg.
I think it has to be awarded here because it does do something quite unique, and I think they did put quite a lot of thought and like care into the concepts of each level.
Into like 3 of them, into Sleeping Egg, Aqua Planet, and Gigalopolis, and a bit of Mecha Green Hill Zone. Turquoise Hill and Electric Egg are a bit.
Even Electric Egg is like conceptually kind of cool. It just doesn't. Yeah. It's just not very exciting.
Yeah,
I would say a 7.
I think that's a bit high. I would say a 6.
Oh, really? You think?
I think 7's too high.
Advanced got 6.
I think this is a 6. This isn't. I'd say this is on par with that. They're cool, but they're not.
All right. No, I'll take that 6. Fine.
They're
6.
not like a high 6.
Yeah.
They're not. Yeah.
Are you writing these down, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God for that.
What about set of soundtrack?
There's some bangers in there.
What did we give Sonic to 8-bit?
I can tell you, we gave it a 7.
I think this might be the same because Turquoise Hill, Mecha.
I would defer to you on that because you know them better.
Gigalopolis, all level songs are good apart from Electric Egg.
Yeah, I'll take 7.
I think 7's
I'll
good
take 7. As an 8-bit game, it has some bangers in there, and the remixes show that.
Oh yeah, and then art style. Weaker than 8-bit because
definitely 8-bit got 8. We gave it 8.
Fuck. Possibly 6.
I'd go 5.
5.
Yeah, it's not.
But what about Sphero-bot?
I know he's king, but like, no, 5.
Yeah, maybe 5.
We gave Labyrinth a 6.
And I do like that.
I think it's got a
I agree.
I think it's 5.
5 is good. Yeah. Which gives us a total of 34.
Interesting. So that's our second lowest outing. So actually, no, it's not. That comes in higher than Labyrinth. So Sonic 2 8-bit got 44. Sonic Advance got 44. Sonic Labyrinth got 29. Sorry, I lost Superstars. Superstars got 25. Sonic 1 16-bit got 48, which is the highest 2D game. That's it. Those are all the 2D games. So and then this comes in at 34, which is probably that sits in between Labyrinth and Sonic 2 8-bit. 10 points below Sonic 2 8-bit, couple of points above Labyrinth. I think that's fair.
I think that's perfect.
It's a better game than Labyrinth. I think.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's spot on, I think. Cool. 34, not bad. Yeah, that fits like just a slightly above halfway. That's perfect.
I'm happy with that. That's cool.
Cool. What's next?
Good shit. All right.
What are we doing next?
Next up, we will be covering Sonic Generations 3DS.
Not the main console.
Not the main game.
The simplified, but still individual.
Because it has completely different levels to the console game,
which is quite exciting.
It's crazy, yeah, really interesting.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, I think I am. I've only played it once.
Yeah, we'll see.
And it has, I think the main story. I've kind of overshadowed my experience of that game's been overshadowed because of of course. Bro played it during a traumatic period.
A breakup.
Yeah, big
Terrible.
time. Yeah. And the like mission segment is a fucking pain.
I won't let that affect my ranking.
I really hope not. The main story has a lot going for it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it.
Cool. Nice. On that note, I'll pop on my rocket shoes and head out.